Hello, hello, I'm glad you're back. Sit with me, take a breath, and let yourself settle into this moment. You've just stepped into another experience on an open page with LongTemple, where every chapter meets you gently and every story gives you something to carry with you. Tonight, we continue Caramel and Steel, a platinum chocolate romance, with Chapter 20, Reflections and Revelations. And this chapter is about slowing down, looking back, and understanding what a moment really meant once the music fades and the laughter settles. Let's step into it together. The living room hummed with warmth and laughter. Mary's home, which had quietly become the meeting ground for the Ebony M elites, glowed beneath the soft wash of lamplight, the kind that made everybody look a little softer and every truth sound a little easier to tell. The scent of vanilla candles drifted through the room, mingling with a faint trace of white wine and the buttery perfume of whatever Mary had baked earlier and was pretending not to brag about. Plush pillows in shades of cream and gold were scattered across the couches with deliberate elegance. The fireplace crackled lazily, its embers pulsing like little knowing smiles. Outside, the world had cooled into evening, but inside, the room was rich with comfort, the kind women build for each other when they've survived enough to know softness is sacred. Marley leaned back against the sofa, her crimson wrap dress long gone, traded for cozy black leggings and an oversized sweater that kept slipping from one shoulder like it had secrets of its own. A messy bun crowned her head, the universal sign of a woman who had clocked out of presentation and into peace. Her girls were settled around the room in their own particular styles of comfort. Mia perched at the edge of an armchair like elegance itself had asked her to represent it properly. She swirled her wineglass with the flair of a woman who believed presentation mattered, even when gossip was involved. Marcia had claimed the rug, legs crossed beneath her, hugging a throw pillow to her chest like she planned to laugh into it at any second. And Mary, composed as always, sat with one ankle crossed over the other, sipping from a crystal goblet and watching them all with that quiet amusement of a woman who knew chaos could be beautiful when properly curated. As always, the conversation had circled its way back to the night before. The barbecue, Trunk's house, his friends, that yard full of smoke, music, meat, and possibility. Mia lifted her glass and narrowed her eyes with mischief. Ladies, I have to say, Trunk's friends were characters. That one, what was his name? Tony? He had me laughing the whole night. Marcia leaned forward immediately. Laughing? Girl, that man was flirting. Don't do that fake innocent thing with us. He could barely keep his eyes off you. Mia waved her hand dismissively, though the smile playing at her mouth betrayed her. Please, he was just being charming. She took a sip and shrugged. But Marcia, don't think we didn't notice you hiding that whole voice from us. Girl, you and Mr. Elite tore that duet up. Marcia placed a hand over her heart and gave a dramatic bow from the floor. Thank you, thank you. I'd like to thank Anita Baker, my diaphragm, and the spirit of sudden opportunity. The room erupted. Mary arched one brow, her smile wry. And while we're giving awards, can we talk about Trunk's barbecue skills? Because that man handled a grill like he was born with tongs in his hand. Exactly, Marcia said, raising her glass. Voice, grill, charm, good beard, and a clean backyard. Marley, you really out here collecting blessings. Marley laughed, but heat rose to her cheeks anyway. Mary leaned back, crossing her legs a little tighter. Now, as for that lance, her mouth curved. A little too polished for my taste, Not bad-looking, but he had the slippery energy of a man who answers direct questions with travel stories. Marcia sat up straighter. "Oh, I caught that too. Cute face, unclear intentions." Mia nodded gravely. He was giving passport, points, and possible tax issues. That one nearly took Marley out. Laughter bounced off the walls and poured over the room like music. It was effortless, the kind of laughter only women of a certain age know how to make. Not the nervous kind, not the performative kind. The kind born from having lived enough to know joy is an act of resistance. Marley watched them all for a quiet beat and smiled. Each woman carried her own glow. Marcia's boldness, Mia's polished fire, Mary's grounded grace. Together, they made her feel anchored in something larger than friendship. She reached for her wine glass and let the cool rim rest against her fingertips before she spoke. "Speaking of unforgettable moments," she said, her tone playful, "I'm pretty sure Trunk's friends will be talking about us for weeks. We left an impression, ladies." "That's putting it lightly," Mia said, already grinning. "Half those men forgot basic sentence structure the moment we walked through the gate." Mary lifted her goblet with mock solemnity. "To impressions." Marcia raised hers too. "And to the men who may never recover." "Amen," Mia said. Their glasses clinked, and the sound rang bright and clean through the room. The laughter that followed filled every empty space in Marley's heart. And just like that, the laughter settles, the stories land, and the moments begin to reveal what they really meant. Because sometimes, after the joy, comes the question. After the connection, comes the truth. If you're just stepping into this journey, I invite you to go back. Start from the very beginning here on an open page with LongTemple and experience every layer as it unfolds. And when you're ready to go deeper, visit the Platinum Chocolate universe where the full experience is waiting for you. Because next, what's been building will be tested. A test of faith. I'll meet you on the next page. Good night.